Good morning, everybody. And, I say this, everything takes a partnership. You have to work together to get things done. And this partnership, to the people to my left and right, behind me, in front of me, over here, really shows us trying to all row in the same direction. And it sounds corny when I keep saying that about being on the same sheet of music and rowing in the right direction. We see dysfunctional on the national level, government, see it on the statewide level. And here we're working together. We're rolling up our sleeves and trying to make things happen. And the only thing that happens is when you leave the ego at the door and you make extraordinary stuff happen for the community. And this isn't an issue. This is something that's been going on since the beginning of time, and we're not going to solve it overnight, but we have to put our best foot forward. What we've been doing doesn't work. We have to re-engage, figure it out, and every situation's different. Every individual is different. And the only way we can do that is by getting great minds together. Today marks an important milestone as we officially launch the Albany County Street Physician Pilot Program. Yes, it's taken time to get it right by finding and hiring the right team members, like I was saying earlier. Customizing our medical outreach van, as you can see behind us, not only is it green, it's all electric, but in the back of the van, if you want to take a tour, they can sit there, meet patients on the street, talk to them directly where they're there, get them in a safe environment, especially with the heat wave or cold weather, and really just kind of figure out what's going on. And you get this with this street psychiatry. Innovative approach to delivering behavioral health care directly to individuals experiencing homelessness and others who are disconnected from traditional mental health services. A national recognized model that meets people where they are. So I do want to say it's not possible without the people that are standing with me and the dedicated workers of Albany County that actually are going to be running this program out there doing it, answering the calls, and making sure this happens. So we move forward from planning to action. That's something worth celebrating. So I do want to say thank you to everyone that got this done. What we're doing is not working, it's broken. We all want to say it's great, everything is good. We want everyone to believe that, but we know firsthand it's not. And I do want to say, though I haven't been invited, I'm not mad, I'm just saying this, that I've seen this mayor hit the ground out every night, visiting restaurants, visiting the business community. She's really out there, engaging, looking at things differently, and it takes time. So I do say to the critics, and I remember my first year in office, it takes you time to get your sea legs, it takes you time to figure it out. Yeah, you're gonna stumble, you're gonna make mistakes, but I say this to all the critics out there, what we're doing is not working, right? And if you try a new program and it doesn't work, okay, we'll re-engage. Yeah, we want it to work, we want it to be successful, we want it to be the cure-all, but I'm not gonna sit here and tell you this is gonna be the cure-all for the community and for the homeless problem, but it's a step in the right direction. And as we lessons learned in life, and the only way we're gonna do that is by trying something different.
Just last week, the comptroller released a report that showed a dramatic increase in homelessness in upstate New York. And in particular, there has been a 38% increase in homelessness since 2022 here in the city of Albany. Many of those unhoused individuals are our children. And as a mom, that again makes it very personal because when you pass the adult on the street, sometimes people just walk by them, but then keeping in mind that those adults have babies and those babies are also unhoused. Historically, the city has not been equipped to respond to issues of this magnitude. The City of Albany has not, by nature, addressed social services, and as such, our budget does not allow us to address to the magnitude that's required these issues. And that's why I'm always clear to say the city cannot do this work alone. It's hard work. I'm committed to doing the work, but we can't do it alone. And it requires working in tandem as a partnership and team. And today as a team, as the county exec mentioned, we are taking a major step forward. And that is why I am happy and elated to mention the $250,000 commitment from the city to support this work. These funds were made available via our governor, who continues to support the city of Albany and Albany County in addressing our public safety needs. Chief Cox will talk a little more about that. But this commitment from the city is important to move this work forward. Providing access to medical care for our unhoused population is in fact addressing public safety. It is in fact addressing public health. And through this joint initiative, we are ensuring our approach meets the demands of this moment. Not a silver bullet fix, but it is allowing us to progress in the important work ahead. So I look forward to our continued partnership. And again, thank our partners for standing with the City of Albany.
Dr. Giordano's always been a great partner. So we had a lot of conversations, and Dr. Giordano said, you know, the Street Psychiatry Initiative is something that we've been looking to get off the ground. And we realized that we have a revolving door when it comes to sending people to the hospital. We have individuals that, quite frankly, when we go and we put them in a hospital setting, or sometimes when we get somebody housing and we get them into what we think is what they need, they fail. There's a gentleman on Pearl Street that my CAR team has been trying to work with for at least a year to 2 years, who the business owners, they're pulling their hair out about. They're scared of him. He doesn't understand why anybody's scared of him. I talk to him all the time. I'm not scared of him. But at the end of the day, he ultimately frightens people. He's an individual who's unsheltered, he's got mental health issues, but it's a revolving door sending him into the hospital. We try to get him shelter, and when we get him shelter, he actually deteriorates in shelter. So trying to get him more long-term services is exactly what the Street Psychiatry Initiative is about, because we know we need to bring him mental health services to him. Trying to get him into services is just not working. We need to meet people where they're at. And this is what this is about. It's another piece of the puzzle. And we have to keep on putting those pieces together until we have a full puzzle. So I just want to thank all the partners here today, because if we didn't have all these folks here, if we didn't have everybody behind us, if we didn't have everybody over here, we ultimately couldn't do this. It truly is baby steps. And we'll keep on taking those baby steps until we cross the finish line. So thank you all.
We've been working on this for a long time, and it truly is a labor of love. It didn't always look like it was going to happen, and without the support of the county executive, who's always had our back, and the legislature, who has supported almost everything we've done, and our partnerships with the city. Mayor, appreciate you very much, and Chief Cox, we've been doing this for a long time. And we couldn't do it without any of you. We used the metaphor for a long time. We needed to get traction. We needed to get the rubber to hit the road. Well, literally and figuratively, we are now, the rubber is hitting the road and we're getting some traction. And it's always deeply satisfying to see an idea turn into a thing. Not all ideas do. Ultimately, this is about human connection with those in our community that have become disconnected for a variety of reasons. We learned early on we can't sit around and wait for these folks to come and see us in our offices. We know that everyone who might benefit from our service will not want our service. Not everyone will want medication. Not everyone will need medication. Much of our work is going to be developing trust, and that takes time, as the chief mentioned and the mayor mentioned. But we believe that for those who are acutely mentally ill, medications could be a step forward towards improving their quality of life, improving their housing status. Every successful connection has the potential to bring a more humane path for them and to us who are working with them. Importantly, in closing, I will just say we are not a removal service. When we announced this a year ago, as an idea, we started getting calls right away. Hey, there's a guy on the corner, can you come get him? That's not what we did. That's not what we do. We, during our ramp-up period, we've been on the street working with a lot of the programs. We know who we need to help. We've made connections already, but we're not a removal service. And the next evolution of this, which we're already thinking of, I don't know if I'll be around to see it, but I think it's a good idea. Street psychiatry is really part of street medicine. And where are you? I think that's something that we can grow into and evolve into down the road. But anyway, thank you so much for all of you who actually accepted our invite. To the people who have made this possible, I'm eternally indebted to the people standing next to me. And I think this is a good thing. So check with us in a couple of months and we'll tell you. Thank you very much.
I became a legislator because I wanted to help people, and it's really interesting when we went through the first budget cycle to see the way that we serve the constituents of the county. And you guys, you do a great job, and you know, in the piece of cheese, if it was a Swiss cheese, there's occasionally a little hole, and when we get the opportunity to fund a program that fills one of the holes, or tries to fill one of the holes, we feel really good about it, and we are happy to support all the great work that you do, and please keep it up.
Thank you.